Hello! Welcome to episode 81 of We Have Issues. I'm Anthony.
And I'm Stevie Wildcard.
And every week, Stevie Wildcard and I get together and we do our best to take all of the issues that we have in the world, find out what they're allergic to, and just throw them in a small box with all those allergens, Steven. Just let them just sneeze themselves to death so we can get something done. We do whatever we can to get rid of our issues so we can make something and be productive in the world. Most recently, it's been a supernatural action horror comedy comic book called Deathless. And Steven, we launched a Kickstarter. We have 2 weeks to go on our Kickstarter. And so far, Steven, totally phenomenal. It's far surpassed my immediate expectations and like what I thought. How do you feel about the Kickstarter so far?
It's amazing, dude. It's over $3,000. So like I said, I think I said last week, but the best part is just knowing that the issues are definitely going to be printed. A couple people are definitely going to be getting a barreled, which is awesome. Yeah, so it's very exciting, and I'm excited to finish this book so we can get it done. And
yeah, dude,
move on to issue 2, basically.
Oh, I can't wait for issue 2. It's going to be so good. I'm ready for people to read issue 1 so they can get as excited as I am right now for issue 2. Or it's because it just keeps getting cooler. I think as the characters start developing and coming into their power and such. But dude, this campaign has been going so well. We reached $3,000, which means we met our first stretch goal. So everyone who gets a physical book also gets an art print of I think I said specifically the villain print, but honestly we could just let people choose either the Deathless poster or the villain spread.
And what I'll do is I'll probably make them 11 by 17s, and then one of the people I was talking to at the Comic-Con we were at said that you can get holographic stuff and
cool.
And I found a website, and the holographic prints aren't too bad, so we should maybe I'll send some off for test print just to see what they look like and get some printed up, and then we can just order a bunch of copies and sign the posters and send them off.
Yeah, dude, that would be so much fun. The first time we did it, we played again, it was so much fun, and I can't wait to do it with this book. And the fact that we're only 2 weeks away from being able to say we can already say thankfully that we did it. There is the very knock on woody off chance, very highly improbable situation in which all of our backers just completely take all their money back before the end of the campaign. It could happen. So we're not saying that we're completely in the clear until that 2 weeks is up. But once we get there, dude, it's gonna feel like I'm already feeling so good about this, and so I'm so excited. So if you're out there and you haven't backed our Kickstarter yet, the link is below. Go check out our new book, Deathless. I think it's gonna be a lot of fun. People seem to be really excited about it. There are a lot of really cool rewards in the various tiers. Some people are gonna get a barreled, Steven. I'm so excited for it.
This is the mock barrel that I have. So as it stands, I think there's only two people that have barrels. Obviously, the biggest donor, and then so I think we'll probably just prototype. Yeah. Because if no one else orders it, we don't have to. But I don't know if I want to get rid of them, so I might just order another one. But yeah. So obviously, this time around, we couldn't find a very effective way to make barreled affordable. So we are sorry about that, but we remember we have 3 issues left. So we're going to get this figured out, and maybe we can work on a smaller print of barrel.
I think we're going to be able to tell the story, and it's going to be good. And so far, we're successful with kickstarting issue number 1, and I'm super happy about that. I'm proud of us. I think it's going to be great. I did see, so while I've been on Kickstarter, because I'm obviously just kind of haunting Kickstarter all the time now. So I'm just seeing what other projects are out there, and seeing what's active right now, and who's doing really well, who's close to meeting their goal, and what the difference is between these various campaigns. And I'm just there's one book called Magic Powder where they're on issue 2 and they're so close. They're less than $1,000 from meeting their goal, but there are only 10 days left. So when you're watching
those really close ones,
they're so close to meeting their goal, but the book looks so good. The art is by someone named Daniela, but the art is gorgeous. It looks so cool. It's just this magical fantasy world where it's kind of like a fantasy realism, if our world just had orcs and trolls and gnomes and stuff, But dude, the book looks so beautiful, and they have tiers where you can be in the book, and all the cool stuff. So I just that was just one of those things where I just happened to be looking online for different Kickstarters, and I saw it, and I was why isn't this done yet? It's issue 2. Issue 1 looked beautiful too. I can't wait. So I got a tier so I can get both books because I'm just catching up. So I'm and maybe it's a karmic thing where I'm I don't, it's somewhat selfish where I'm I hope that if someone finds themselves in that position with our book, they're going to do something similar where they're like, oh, this is issue 2. I've never heard of this, but it looks cool, and they're so close to their goal, you know? So I'm like, I want this. So Magic Powder number 2, if you see it, I'll put some art up there so you can see how cool it looks. But like, check the link below. It looks really good. There's a comic graphic novel on Kickstarter called Velour and Tweed. I've been talking to the creator of it and the writer, and it looks so cool. It's like this fun, like noir, cartoony looking comic, but they're so ambitious. They're going for like 10 issues in one. And they're saying, like,
really?
Yeah. So they have 10 days to go, and it looks gorgeous, and like, it's so cool. I hate it. I hate watching like this like nail biting edgier seat. Is this campaign gonna make it situation for something that's actually cool with like good people, you know? So dude, like Velour and Tweed, I will post some art and stuff. They also offer, and the way I met them was because I happened to look at their Kickstarter and I saw that they offer a plushie of one of their characters. It's this really cool rabbit, and I was like, I'm gonna shoot this. I was like, I'm gonna shoot this person a DM and talk to them and see if I can figure out like where they got theirs from. So I did, and I talked to them, and they were just immediately cool, just like helping out with information. They were like, oh yeah, this is how we did it. This is where we went. And like we like linked up on Twitter, and they were like, hey, yeah, we can, let's support each other. And I was like, that's exactly what I'm hoping people do in the world, like, yes,
yeah. That's like the whole community thing we've been pursuing since the beginning. So yeah,
dude, I back that. So I hope anyone watching this,
share it with me. I'll definitely back it too.
Yeah, definitely, dude. But like they still they're like halfway to their goal, and they only have 10 days left. And I'm like, it bothers me. So Kickstarter's been amazing. I've been like meeting cool people, dude, but everything's been going well. My relationship has been going well. My home life's been going well. Everything's been going well. But Steven, I need to ask your expert advice as someone who's been in a loving long-term relationship now, who is happily married. Steven, I want to know, like, I'm looking at you, it's like the riddle of the Sphinx, Steven. Like I want to know how you solved this particular problem, because I know you solved a bedroom problem in a way that I wouldn't have solved. Like, you were like, hey, you know what? Separate blankets. And it's like, that works for us. And like,
it's amazing.
Yeah, and it was like, and you know what? Some people sleep in separate bedrooms. Like whatever works. So, and I guess, so what I'm saying is, I just want some perspective here. I want to know how other people handle this. Steven, why is it so hard for couples to determine what to eat at night? Why is that like, okay, how do you, why does it seem
it's just because I know what my answer is gonna
be. I know. Why does it seem like there's always someone who's like indifferent and always someone who's indecisive? You know what I mean? So there's always someone who's like, I don't care, and the other person's like, neither do I. But they do. They do care. But they can't make the decision. So there's someone who cares who can't make a decision, someone who literally doesn't care but doesn't really want to make a decision, because then they know the indecisive person is going to like waver and be like, I don't want Taco Bell or whatever, and then it's like, oh.
Wait, pause. If you don't want Taco Bell, you can get the hell out, okay?
Oh, I'm with you.
That menu is diverse enough for anyone to procure anything from that establishment and shit their brains out the next day the same, okay? Like, we are not being paid a single penny.
We're not being paid a single dime to say that Taco Bell makes you crap your pants. We are not.
Pepto-Bismol. Stop saying brands. Shut up about the brand.
About the brand, Steven. No, okay,
it's just,
Steven.
When you have nausea, heartburn, indigestion, upset stomach, or diarrhea. There's only one minty pink drink that'll salt. No, I'm just kidding. It's becoming Wayne's World. It's like,
Pepto-Bismol. So, Steven, I need to know. Pepto-Bismol, Taco Bell aside, like, how do you and Tina, how did you get to the bottom of this? Was it an issue early on in your relationship? Did you recognize it? Or was it always, did you fix it? Where are you in this situation?
No, Tina definitely was a very because like for me, I will literally, I will eat anything, okay? Like there's very few things that I'll be like, nah. Like I will like eat most anything. But Tina definitely was. She's a little pickier. But what we've come to,
cut to Steven eating a shoe.
Nike, it's my favorite shoe.
We're not.
Steve, I have to edit this tonight.
Oh, when I want to, I just do it. That's how we do it. Just do it.
So I switched to the 5 rule, where I will just suggest 5 things, which is pretty substantial. But Tina and I have just gotten to a point of being such pieces of shit with food that if someone's just like, "You want some chicken wings?" I'm like, "Yeah, I want some chicken wings." Yes. Like, it's just that simple now. It's just the other one just decides to go along with it. So I mean, it's pretty simple at that. But I understand early on in the relationship. I think it's because of the early relationship dance. You're a little bit.
You don't want to.
You don't want to say no, but
you don't want to step on toes. You don't want to say no. You also So I almost always default to the indifference where I'm willing to say something, and my only fear becomes that the person who claims to be indifferent as well is going to reject the thing that I'm saying. So then I'm just like, okay.
Because you already feel like you're settling for this one. Yeah. You're already trying to find one that they might be interested in.
Exactly.
And then when they reject a thing that's like your third pick, you're like, you're not even picking my bronze. Like,
exactly. Yeah. So if I lay down 5 and they're not chosen, I'm like, can I just throw my hands up and be out of this? I don't want it anymore. So my next move, my go-to has been in the past, to ask what they don't want. To be like, what do you definitely not want? So I know not to say those things, So because usually people are like, I had pizza yesterday, which by the way, who doesn't want pizza,
I need pizza every day.
Yeah, you need pizza every day.
Pizza and chicken wings, tacos. Those are the 3 things that if you say them, I'm down.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I mean, for me, it's pizza, tacos, and sushi / Chinese of some sort. Dude, I will crush any of those at all times. So with this new relationship, it's been, first of all, it's been going really well. Everything has been phenomenal. I'm super happy. The only, I mean, we'll talk about that in a minute, but the allergy situation, Steven. Aside from my allergy situation, everything's been going really well. So what I've been doing this time is I will just ask. First, I'll just say, do you feel like anything in particular? If the answer is no, and if it's kind of the indecisive dance, I will just say something. I'm choosing any, I'm just saying stuff. Something that I'd be okay with. Just yeah. Today, I was sushi, and it was just yes. I was that works. I was I can just say stuff and it's okay, And
we agree and we go get the sushi and we're having a great time.
Gorgeous. It was wonderful. The sushi was so good and everything.
And a perk of living in Florida is we have fresh fish. So all of our sushi, you can pretty much get good sushi anywhere and so just not the gas stations, but pretty much anywhere else, it's going to be pretty good. So
I didn't know they had sushi in gas stations, and now I want to try it, and that's how I'm going to die.
Walmart. Tina and I went to Walmart today, and they had sushi, and I'm like, I mean, I get sushi from Publix sometimes, but I just can't find myself. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not gonna. I don't know about Wally World sushi. So, but dude, at the southern grocery chain that's in Florida mostly that everyone gets the subs from,
right?
Dude, they have poke bowls now, and they're friggin' amazing. Tuna salmon poke bowls. They're so good. I think it's called. Is it poke bowl? I don't know. I call them poke bowl. But, yeah, poke bowl. Gotta eat that sushi rice with all the stuff. It's just it's torn apart into a salad form. But yeah, it's great, dude. But anyways, continue.
No, dude. So far, this method of just asking, and if there's any level of indecision, I've been just saying something, and so far, it's the first time in my entire life that it hasn't been met with actual indecision. It's because I was a little afraid. I've been afraid of that. It's working through past nightmares of
you found someone else that has gold, silver, and bronze and is okay with settling for their bronze at the same time. That's amazing.
Yep, just 2 bronze. Just
we're both settling for the third option. It's crazy. We're not even...
Yeah. Well, I mean, because let's be fair. We always want pizza first. That's going to be the gold. And then we and then
tacos are definitely.
Okay, I was going to say I actually probably like tacos more than pizza if I'm really.
I do too. I think, but pizza is more. I mean, you can do a lot of stuff with tacos too, but pizza is just more diverse, I guess, and what you can kind of do.
I don't know,
but not at the same time.
Maybe they just dance, and it depends on my mood. I don't even know, but okay, tacos and pizza between them become the gold and the silver, and then after that it goes to the sushi and such, and in your case, the chicken wings are somewhere in that. Yeah, dude, I'd be okay with anything. I know I shouldn't eat pizza every day, so I can't just be pizza.
Yeah. Those because pizza's the carb, fat, sugar Like it's everything bad just pouring into your system all at once, and it's wonderful. It tastes delicious, but it is not good to eat every day.
Oh yeah, dude. But otherwise, everything's been going so well, and I'm so happy about it. We are recording a day later, Steven, because I happen to be dating someone, Steven, who has 2 cats, 2 of them. Imagine now, I am no Superman. I'm far from it. I'm not even Superman with his worst day. Like, I am not Superman. However, it's like similar to Superman with kryptonite. I have cats where I'm just like, if I go by them, I cannot save Martha or whatever. You know, I'm just like,
basically, yeah, like if your arch rival pulled like a Dale from King of the Hill, but instead of throwing sand through kitty fur, you'd be out of commission for like 26 hours.
Totally. We're giving all of my enemies all the but no, come on. How dare you, Steven? Don't give them all that information. They're going to use it.
Well, I feel like it's only fair that I have crippling anxiety about medical things. So if you say anything about me breathing, I'm going to freak out. I'm just going to...
I don't want to think about it. But, no, dude, but... I'm so glad. I have to say, I'm so glad I'm not one of those people. I'm so glad I'm not one of the people who
like just throw up.
The throw up people.
Oh, dude, there's that girl there's that couple on like TikTok.
Oh yeah,
and, like he gets her and like she just goes like,
yep.
Man, that sucks. I feel so bad for you.
Like, I'm so glad. I have some things I'm sure that would like cause that reflex. But like, nope. Like hearing that, I'm just like, huh. Like I don't like doesn't do anything to me. And like yes. However, dude, cat fur, cat dander, cat saliva, cats. In general, not the best for me. Like I've lived with people. I've dated people who've had cats in the past, you know. I usually get like I find like a comfort level or like I with like a like medicine routine or something, you know, where I'm just like I take Claritin or take Zyrtec or take whatever it is. I lived with you and you had a bunch of cats. You remember? Like, you know, so it's like,
I mean, Sarah had so many cats at one point.
So many cats. I lived in a house. It was just a cat house. It was a cat house. It was like Las Vegas. You're like but, no, it wasn't the sexy cat house. It was the sexy cat house, you know. So my girlfriend has 2 cats. And so far it has only led to like a couple of like weird breathing issues like toward the end of a night where I'm like we've been playing video games, like hanging out, flare-ups, where it's just like I notice I'm breathing a little weird. I'm noticing, you know, like my eyes a little watery or something, but nothing too bad. Yesterday I had a full-on like lava face, like geyser face, just like putting stuff like sticking tissues on my nose, type of geyser face, like type of night where like I still have residual toilet paper in the area, just in case there's
in case.
Yeah, I'm like if there's an aftershock of some sort because it was that bad, you know. It's just like emergency. As much as that sucks, it makes me feel good that like when that happened, I didn't Seinfeld my way out of the door. You know what I mean? Like I wasn't just like it did because like there was a part of me and like because like you know like people get in your ear and like you know and like I know I can be a little silly with things, but I'm also just like kind of meticulously picky and careful and like scared that like someone's gonna have the wrong kind of red flags. That sort of thing. I was just like, this sucks, but it's manageable and something we can work through. And it's not, and then like, you know, she's also incredibly like sweet and intuitive and like considerate with it, where she's just like, I'm gonna keep the cats in this room while you're here, and you know, blah blah blah, and like, you know, trying to clean up, and she got this air purifier, and like she's, you know, everything.
She's like I said, Tina and I got to meet her, and she's freaking amazing. It doesn't surprise me that she would go above and beyond for you. Like that.
No, dude, she's like the sweetest, like most, and like, and I feel bad because I know what happens to me, Steven. Like I know, like if once it starts to happen in my brain, like when like when the juices are flowing, it's not, you know, like my creativity is not going. Like I'm not talking. I can't talk. I am dead on my feet. I'm basically a zombie. But I tried my best, and I could see her poor face, and she's just like feeling guilty, and she's saying sorry, and I'm just like, like it's okay, you know, like everything's all right, you know, like it's sometimes this is gonna happen. Hopefully not very often. We're gonna work through it and find, like, you know, I haven't been taking, like that day I didn't take any kind of allergy medicine until after it began to bother me, which at that point,
allergy medicine's almost always a preventative.
It has to be. Yeah, it's I mean that's always how it's worked for me in the past. Like it's just like I'm about to go over there, pop this Zyrtec or whatever, and like, haha, prevent it. It's a shield, and like your kryptonite has no power over me. You know, it's like you are the goblin.
I wonder if you could look into allergy shots, because Keenan and I have thought about doing that too.
Yeah,
I don't know how effective they would be against cat dander, but
I don't know either. She mentioned that she was like, you know, someone she knows had allergy shots, and they're like, you have to go like once a week, and I was like, once a week? I was like, you know, like, I'll tell you, I'm not someone who goes to the doctor ever. Like I would prefer to never go. If I can go get my allergy shots like at CVS, maybe I'd be like, okay, yeah, like I've gone and gotten shots, and, you know,
they don't have like a tetanus shot version of allergy shots, like a however many years it is. I don't know.
I know. Like, listen,
I don't know what the rule is of tetanus.
2022. The fact that I can't just like eat something and be like, I'm immune to life, like I'm good. You know, I guess you could eat something and be immune to life. It's called death. You're just like, I ate some mercury, now I'm dead.
You know, like for example, gasoline is actually very rich in calories. Like it's like an insanely dense food source, but you're dead.
I mean, it's energy. That's what calories are. Energy. It's pure energy.
But no, like, and what sucks about cats in particular is because I did some research, like. With dogs, you can actually get, like, if people that have dog allergies, and I'm pretty sure Tia and I have mild dog allergies. We just love our furry friends too much to, we would rather have like a stuffy nose every now and then than not have Samuel and Eleanor. But with dogs, their dander, like, I guess is like, it gets on their fur, but with cats, it's like on their skin. So like, and then their saliva and their skin. So like even hairless cats are like actually worse for people with cat allergies, which is crazy because of the oil in their skin and stuff causes like the reaction. I hope I'm right. I've read about it. I hope I've read the right sources. I'm afraid someone's going to call.
Don't look it up.
It's like, no, that blonde a-hole is lying. But no, because Cambria wants a cat so freaking bad. And Tina and I are like not as bad as you, but it's bad enough to where it's like, I'm not spending 18 years of my life.
Right. Yeah.
You know, so yeah, I get you, man. Cat allergies are one of the like worst ones for sure. Like,
dude, and like in my allergies, it's always like an all or nothing, dude. It's like a hangover for me. Like whenever in my life I've had a hangover, I've never been one of those people who was like, oh, I'm a little hungover. I'm in bed for like 6 hours. I'm just like, my body is just like, I should be dead. You know, it's just like it's just like. It feels like the transition between different realities, Steven. That's how bad it gets. Like I'm literally just like keeping my soul in with tissue paper in my nose. I'm like you're not leaving me this time. Like I'm too young, you know. It's crazy. But dude, yeah, I just wanted to like talk about it for a second. Just like it felt good to not feel like I was like putting my shoes on and like hitting the road when something like that, you know, happened. I was like, that was the worst
on your end, but also it's because of her end with how receiving she is. Like you feel wanted there, like you know what I'm saying. So it almost like, not that it reverses the guilt, but it almost makes you feel like, you know, like I don't know, this is a committed, like we're attacking this problem together basically. And like I'm not going to abandon what I'm capable of doing if you're not going to abandon what you're capable of doing. And it's awesome that you found someone that's like that amazing and supportive, because I mean I've known you a long time and I've known situations like these have arisen in the past, and you know it definitely wasn't met the same way. That may even be easier, I don't know. But anyways, yeah,
let me see it.
Sorry for derailing the podcast.
Oh, no, we're good.
For the fourth time. When I'm derailing a podcast, I like to use WD-40 to keep my tracks nice and clean. WD-40 keeps those tracks clean, so I can derail.
Not a sponsor. We're not a sponsor. We have no.
None of these things are
sponsors. We have no official sponsors except for.
Budsies. No, I'm just kidding.
Budsies. Sponsored by Budsies. How did you do this week?
So I wanted to do 2 pages, which I don't know why I keep saying it to myself, because like those pages that I do, they just take a lot of time. Like it's raw time. Like I put the time in. It's just, man, like I'm just severely underestimating how much I can get done. Springing forward has significantly killed my mornings because I was able to get up at 4 when we fell back. But like, dude, like it's like 5:30 most times before I can finally get out of bed. And that's just like an hour and a half times 5. I'm like losing so much progress a week. So I'm trying to push my alarm so I can actually get up. But I got this page fully done, which this page is pretty awesome. I think I love it. And then I still haven't sent this to you, but I will send this to you as soon as I get off this with you. I completely roughed the next page this morning. Like it's ready for me to, I think it's ready for me to start. I mean, you obviously have to judge it, but
that's amazing.
No, yeah, I got the entire page rough this morning, like from scratch. It was bone dry. I did the hands, I did all that stuff. Like it was
dry.
From start to finish. Yeah, it was nothing. There wasn't a peak. I went from start to finish. So now I literally just have to sit there in detail. I have to.
I love it,
make things look pretty for 8 hours or whatever it takes. You know,
dude, it's amazing. I got mine done. I actually colored 3 pages this week.
That's freaking, 3? Yeah, that's freaking awesome.
I freaking was killing
especially
it.
Those pages, because those pages have so many characters in them.
Dude, those
barreled alone is like. You have to have like the swatches ready because they're rainbows. Because it's like, and then if his hands are too far apart, it's like, do you color all the blue nails and then go all the red nails and then go all the yellow nails, or do you just switch between the colors and hit each hand? Which way do you do it? Like,
it drives me crazy, Steven, but it's gonna be so worth it, dude. Like it looks so good. Your art looks amazing, and like I love how the colors are looking on these pages. It's like really coming together.
It's really cool, like how much depth ink just or the blacks add to the colors as is. Like
for sure.
It's looking like a lot of it's going to be highlight and maybe some shadows. Like that's what's going to be when we go to like fine color. It's
dude.
I mean, inks really provide a lot. So
and like the pages where you added some grayscale already, they just like pop so much. Like when he's in bed, I'll show that. Like he's in bed and you can see the shadow on him and stuff. Like it already looks glorious. Like I freaking love it. And you can see like that gave me so like I already have like ultimate faith in this book, but like when I saw that I was like, that's what this book is going to look like, and more of course, because the highlights and such. But like, dude, it looks so good. So what are you gonna do this week?
I think I should be able to get this page done and then the next one done. I think I can this week because last week's page was pretty intense. I mean, there was
for sure
there was like that bottom panel was like 3 layers deep. It was like the interior, breaking the wall, and then the outside of the house. And I think I captured it pretty well.
Yeah, you did. I'll tell you, like I tried. I remember while I was writing this, I was trying really hard to space out some of the like very intricate pages where I was like, this one's gonna be really rough. This one I'm gonna do a close up of a hand, so it's not so bad.
And then dude, the hands, like the 4 panels on top, because I just did 4 in a row. I just like it was like
it's so good. It's so
good. And it's a lot easier, but
yeah, dude, for sure.
Yeah, that page, and like I feel like it, like adding that barrel breaking the panel
that was good.
Thing kind of showcased it. Yeah, it was a nice. I needed the space because I had awkward space, so I was like a nice like long thin panel there, and people like barreled, so like barreled, more barreled, the better.
Yeah, the more the barrier.
Yeah, the more the barrier. So like anytime I can add barrel, I'll just add them. But it's just every time I add a panel, I think of this Deadpool comic I read, and I don't know if it was intentionally written in or if it was like really the writer calling out the artist, but Deadpool's just leaning against this panel. I think it's like from the Joe Kelly run. And he's just like, now I have no idea why the artist added this, me leaning against this panel, because it wasn't in the script at all. So we're just going to go ahead and call him out for doing that. And every time I add a panel, I think you're going to write some sort of dialogue in there, just like, because I always think
I'm taking credit for all
88%, baby.
88%, baby. No, I love it, dude. I think that like that barrel, and you always like you tend to run things by me to like some degree. You're like, hey, what about this?
Like the raccoon tail thing.
That's kind of good. You said that. I was like, so Steven sent me a text. He was asking if barrels should have like a bear tuft or a raccoon tail, and I almost said raccoon tail just to say it,
just to see if because I would have been like, because you would have caught me, because like you obviously knew I was like hardcore bluffing. Like
of course. Should we put a Did Beryl somehow get like the leaf from Super Mario? Like,
after I sent it, you were like, definitely bear nub. I was like, I sent the picture like right after, like, just so you know, I already had the bear nub. Like, I wasn't leaning into the raccoon tail.
It was so funny, dude, because like I had like 2 responses where I was like, I was either gonna be like, Steven, we need to go raccoon tail, it's amazing, or I was gonna be like, or I was gonna double down. Like I kind of just played into the like, how dare you, Steven? Obviously,
it's the bear nub.
It's a bear nub, Steven. I'm going to go for 2 pages again. I'm going to do my best. I've been able to like really push on this. I'm getting better, and like colors are getting like faster. I kind of like have my palette down now that I have the pages finished prior, so I know what all the colors are for the various characters and the scenery and everything. So like, yeah, I'm going for 2 pages this week too. I'm gonna try to get it done. I think we're gonna do it. Thank you all for listening. Thank you for watching. If you're only listening on one of the various podcasting apps, thank you. But also join us on youtube.com/wehaveissuespodcast and hit the subscribe button. It really does help us out. We're so close to reaching our goal. We've been growing a little bit more and more every week. Our views have been slipping, Steven. It's making me sad, but you know what? People are still there. Our subscribers are still here, and they're growing steadily. So like,
and it's dedicated people. Like we get the people that watch every week, and it's amazing that you give us your time. It's amazing that you care about what we're doing in the world, care about us enough to see how we're progressing, and listen to us jabber on for 30 minutes. We like love and appreciate you for that. So
yeah, absolutely. So like, we are incredibly thankful for all of you. If you're watching this right now, just know that like I mean, we say it to each other in private all the time, but like, we're so thankful that we get to do this and that we've been doing this for, a year and a half now, and we're on episode 81. This is amazing. We have 2 successfully kickstarted books now. Like, everything is fantastic, and it's all thanks to you people. And yeah, so you have, all of our love in the whole world. Tell all of your friends about our Kickstarter. We only have 2 weeks to go. So if you haven't backed us yet, if you can't, we understand, but just share the link with someone, tell people about Barrel. Maybe the
next stretch goal is 35, and I think it's stickers, right, for everybody.
So you get So everybody who gets physical rewards,
copies, anyone that gets something mailed.
Yep, if you get something mailed. So we're almost to our next stretch goal, and if we make that, everybody gets free Baby Barrel stickers, which will be great. If we make it to $5,000, Steven and I will make a small
song, I believe, is what we
like a 4-song EP, just the 2 of us making a 4-song EP metal album through Barreld's perspective of the whole story. So I think that'll be hilarious. I think I like the awakening of Barreld and like what like doing as someone bids him to do. And
the
like
good old glockenspiel starting off that opening track into the
got to get those glockenspiels up, like
glockenspiels.
Sorry. Okay, but thank you all for watching. Go follow us on Twitter, follow us on Facebook, follow us wherever you can, and hit all those links below, and it'll really help us out. Let someone know about our Kickstarter, because we could use the help. We're not so good at marketing, Steven. We're getting better. Are we? I don't know. We'll work on that next week. For this week, we settled a bunch of issues. I feel good about it. How do you feel, Steven?
I feel great. I think this is going to be amazing.
All right, thank you all. We love you. I'm Anthony.
I'm Stevie Wildcard.
This has been episode 81 of You Have Issues. See you next week. Look at Barrel though.
Dude, so big. Why is your barrel bigger than mine? I feel like it's wider and longer. So cool. How cool is it that we have stuffed animals of our guy?
It's pretty amazing, dude.